brought to you live from the back of the classroom. It's all for entertainment purposes only. So, we're going to drop down and have a quick look.
So.
Also, in terms of the 10 to 6 shift, it's a great suggestion. We're looking at all the shifts to make sure that it covers the needs of the expanding department. So just more to come on that. We'll take a closer look. So thank you for that suggestion. We understand that there are a lot of call-outs and there might be gaps in coverage. So what we're going to be doing is offering overtime for any period of time that there's no rehab attendant. So we'll only offer it for the hours that need the coverage. Okay, so we're not going to bridge a gap.
What does that mean?
Meaning, like, if we need coverage from 6 to 8, and somebody leaves at 5 and wants to do overtime, the overtime would start at 6.
Yeah,
that makes no sense.
That's where the problem. That don't make no sense.
I've never heard of this.
Never heard of that. Everywhere I worked in the world, I never heard of that.
In a hospital, I've never.
Nowhere in the world.
How did y'all come up with this?
We spoke with
That is the
HR about
weirdest
it. This was HR said you can just do it for where the need is.
Okay.
You don't
All right.
cover the whole.
Where the need is.
And it would be offered by seniority. So if L's offered the first opportunity,
But all the other
another
departments do it
opportunity
regular
comes up,
way.
we'd
That's what I'm
offer it
saying.
first to the
Every
next
other
one.
department does it the old school way.
But
when
they
your
were
parents
saying,
was
but
doing
I
it.
understand what they
So,
saying. They saying
like,
by
why-
need. I think what you're saying by need.
It's by need.
That doesn't make sense.
I know.
That means you'll never get nobody to work. That's crazy. That is insane to me. That is so disrespectful. I'm just gonna say it out loud. That is the most disrespectful thing to do.
So why are we the
to
only
an
department that
employee.
has to do that? That's odd.
I've known
She
people
said the
working in
need,
hospitals
that's what
all
it
my
is.
life.
There's
I've
nothing
never
you can do
heard
with
of
Based
that.
on need.
Yeah, I
You
hate
know,
it.
NYU is crazy.
But, I mean, that just applies to our department, because the other departments, they get a full the shift or whatever they work in. They don't have to clock out and leave and then come back.
That means I would have to leave at 3 and come back at 6.
Mm-hmm.
What? Who would do that? Y'all know that's not even right.
Yeah, y'all have any?
You're
Well,
telling me that the
I
other
think it's
departments
also-
do this?
I think, well, it depends on the
No.
department, because every department runs differently.
Every department.
But
So
it's
it's up to the
very,
department.
the big difference is it's mandatory. So some of the departments, like at the main hospital, when they need someone,
You gotta
they
stay.
say it's mandatory. So they'll
Gotta
offer
stay.
it to the first, but someone has to do it. So if all the senior, going down the line, like, I don't want it, I don't want it.
And the
The
last
least senior
person,
person has
they
no
gotta
choice.
do it. There's no
They have
choice.
to do it. This, we're not making it mandatory. It's based
Okay.
on need.
Also,
And so,
yeah,
since it's not mandatory,
Mandated.
it's, as I said, it's based on the need
so it's the word
for
play.
the hours.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's it.
It's different when it's mandatory than,
it's the word
Yeah,
play.
that's it. If you was working corrections.
Nah, I get
it'd be
you.
the same thing.
I have one question. We were talking about the 10 to 6 shift. When Mia was here, that was the whole reason she created that shift, was to cover that gap. That's specifically why she created that shift, and that's why we got Dave. So, never mind. But it just doesn't make sense that if this position was created for that exact reason, and then now that the position's no longer there and it's causing an issue on the floor, maybe I'm thinking, I don't know.
We're gonna relook at it and the need for that position.
But we know there's a
at
need.
times.
That's the thing,
So
though.
we're gonna talk about it. Okay, and sorry, I just want to get through this. So the workflow, the real workflow is out in the back. You guys could just review it, and we'll, as we said, we'll keep it as the hand room opening, answering the first shirt for now. Just one other thing, we were getting feedback from the medical secretary team that sometimes when the patients are, they say that.
Alright. So, pay attention to the verbiage and what's actually being said, and what's not being heard and by whom.
Rephrase this. What's her name? Marissa? You need to talk to her boss and tell her she does excellent work. She's the only one who brings patients. She's in today looking for a patient while we're looking for a patient. And she'll come back and tell us Like she's really good, but I thought it was their job to come and bring patients back.
They'll bring them to a point.
I know she
and
does
we can,
that.
We can review with their management for sure, but they still need to be met by someone from our team too, because
I know what you're
that's
saying.
Yeah, so
yeah.
we do when we can.
See, last time they told us that they didn't bring back patients; they only brought back
that's what we've been
VIPs.
telling. And
So
I
which
didn't
one
wanna
is
go
it? Is
back
it
in front of them,
VIPs or to a
but
point? Because
I'm gonna
we
talk
get a
to them.
different answer every time.
So,
Okay,
but-
so we're gonna clarify again with their
Yeah, because
management.
every other floor, everywhere I go, NYU, the concierge brings the
And then another
patients
point
right
is-
there. Sometimes we can't leave the hand room. Like I can't leave the hand room in the morning.
Or even to meet them at the door to say, to show
Yeah.
Sometimes I
Sometimes
can't.
you can do that.
Because if I'm in that hand room and it's so busy,
Mhm,
I'm with the patient. I do that,
mhm.
definitely. But a lot of times I can't, depending on who's in the hand room.
And sometimes we don't know if it's concierge in the front.
And then
Yeah.
they short too. Everybody got
We're
to
in that
understand
T
they
area.
short. They don't have
And-
enough staff either. So at certain times, when y'all all gone, they don't have no staff.
So if they're
So
ready
in the
to back
morning,
and
we
set
don't
their
have
call
time,
them and
then
you
they
say,
say
hey,
that
okay,
they don't
so
have
if
nobody
it's
in the
there.
front to bring them back.
Yeah.
And now it's something new. Now the patient requests, oh, I want to hit. So the next, I want to hit. So they started OT. Oh, Valerie need hit. Erica need hit. Christina need hit. So it's almost 4 people need hit at the moment. So they don't expect
Definitely.
First of all, sometimes the therapist is no, it's not the time to come for the
Sometimes they're not
therapist.
there.
Sometimes it's not there, and then they want to bring everybody, and then start asking, and sometimes it's like 5 patients like they want to hit. So we are already busy here doing things, and then still calling. Christina. So what happened with Christina? Is sometimes it's because the concierge asking, oh, do you need hit? Do you need hit? Do you need hit? So already then send the 5 people. So then I say you not visualize, because between you and south side, hand rooms, and north side, we had a wall, like it's a new wall, and they like, we don't know what's going on here, we don't know here. But then assume, then I don't know doing anything in the hand room. So then when I started calling, and this was the miscommunication, and this is the conflict sometimes no concierge there. So we are here. Like this morning, I have.
Yo. So yeah, it's your boy again, report to you live from the back of the classroom. Again, this is all for entertainment purposes only. Figment of my imagination. This didn't even happen. None of what you saw is even real. So I find it funny that, you can tell people exactly what's going on. They know what's going on, but they have to talk about why things aren't working when they know why they ain't working. I mean, you created a specific shift for a specific reason, but I file a complaint, and then as soon as I do, you move that 10 to 6 to a 12 to 8, and then you wonder why there's a gap there. And then when we all collectively bring it up, you don't want to say anything. And then it's funny because they don't seem to think with the overtime thing. If someone is replacing the person working at the 12 to 8 shift and they get off at 3, then that means that the person that should have been there from 12 to 8 is not there. So them clocking out from 3 to 6 makes no sense, because the 12 to 8 person would be there from 3 to 8 anyways. But, in their infinite wisdom, because, doctorate degrees top everything else, even logical common sense, allegedly, all for entertainment purposes only, of course. Patty Murphy, reporting to you live from the back of the classroom. So yeah, you know how it is. And the crazy thing is that the people that are supposed to come in here and enforce the contract, Campo Santos, 1199Seiu, the organizer that never does her job, but is for some reason on the ballot to run for VP this April. Make it make sense, because it don't make sense to me. But if it does to you, let me know. And you can do that by liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. And if any of this makes sense, please do that. So keep your eyes to the stars, keep your head on the swivel. Remember, realize. Transparency forces accountability. I'll be safe out there.